never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, marriage shit, it's how we music, nigga. Go.
Party people, how y'all feeling today on this great Sunday? I said I was gonna come out and do a 7 o'clock Guards Hour live for y'all. Some quick content, some stuff that I did some research on and I found out about. But I'm glad everybody is here. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. Share this live. Shout out to everybody to catch it on the replay game. Shout out to every member. Shout out to every member. Shout out to every subscriber. Appreciate y'all. All support is well appreciated. Y'all see Angie said she didn't feel too well. So we're going to all wish that she have a speedy recovery. A speedy recovery. Because, you know, that weather's starting to change. It's just about to leave the summer down here in the South. I don't care what people be talking about that September and October. No. We got to, like you can feel well, me, I got allergies. So when it comes to pollen and whenever the sun come in, that shit fuck with my allergies. I mean, excuse me, whenever the summer's coming in, that fucks with my allergies. When the summer's going out, that fucks with my allergies. So I can tell you when the beginning of the summer is, and I can tell you when the beginning of the winter is. You dig? Appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. Can y'all do me a favor? If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, do me a favor, put the dice cubes up. If I can give you some of this Sunday funk. I got some Sunday funk for y'all. For real. Thank you, my baby. Keisha said everything is crystal clear on the audio. So let me get up to the top and shout everybody out. Let me get up to the top and shout everybody out. And then we're going to get into this work. We're going to get into this work. First one to get in the building was myself. Second one was Dog Soldier. He in the building. My baby Keisha's in the building. Miss Holly Schofield. Angie, baby! She in the business. She in the bed. She ain't feeling well, so I ain't even going to stream too long. You dig what I'm saying? She said she's sick. She said, have a great show, fam. We got Miss Holly Schofield in the building. I see you, girl. Appreciate you for pulling up. You dig what I'm saying? Grateful for Life, 58. That's some gangster shit. I like that. Grateful for Life. No, that's gangster. I appreciate that. That's positive. That's positive. My man, Sir Valentino, he is in the building. I see you, beloved. Who else? Did I miss anybody? No, I didn't miss anybody. I got some work to talk about today. First thing I want to tell y'all is Jim Jones' moms is happy. Jim Jones' mother is happy. Everybody's hating on her. You dig? Everybody's hating on her. They hating on that woman, but she don't give a fuck about none of that sucker shit. They said she done took that young boy shopping. Mister, I think for myself, appreciate you for pulling up in the building. I see you. Remember, I was telling y'all that Jim Jones' mother, Mama Jones, is dating a 30-year-old man, alleged gang member that just came home from prison. You dig? And then she rocking a finger wave. So you know what that is. That's that old school, super old school. You know, that finger wave, that's my grandmother era. You know, just trying to get on some real straight up. But you know, love ain't got no age on it. Love don't have no age on it. You dig what I'm saying? Love don't got no age on it. That's wicked, Sir Valentino. And Jim Jones is furious. Jim Jones is furious. Crazy part about it. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, let me make sure. Let me check right quick. There it is. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Because I don't want people to be thinking, you know, we don't do our diligence over here. That's her and her boyfriend right there. This is not a hoax. This is not no allegedly. That's Mama Jones. Shout out to Mama Jones with the mean finger wave, Jim Jones' mother. And that's her boyfriend. That's her boyfriend, y'all. 30 years old, just came home from prison. He looks like a mixture of Max B and Jim Jones. Am I bugging? But you know, we're going to stay on this. I want to see how this turns out. I want to see how that turns out. But we got something to first of all, I'm still disgusted about this, y'all. I'm still disgusted about that. If y'all ain't see that yesterday, they got the little baby, my first ankle monitors. You dig what I'm saying? That shit is fucked up. Whoever put this together, this got to be a real, this ain't even racism. This is just straight hatred. You guys said my first ankle. The sister Harley is in the building. I got to put her gun back on there. Sleep, girl. Hope you're feeling better. I read the other day. I ain't see it at first, but when I look back at the show, you said you had the breast reduction surgery. How you feeling? I ain't mad with you. You know, shout out to the women. They said, yo, this is what they got to do. I hope you feeling all right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Just Eric, I see you in the building. Salute. She said, we good. Yeah, she all right then. She said, we good. I know that's right. But this situation right here, y'all, whoever did this right here, I just pray for this person because that lineage they're going to drop is real crazy. Let's get into this work, though. Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this is right here? Holly said, yo, Dice, today I saw the little black boy with the Wayne weed toy on IG. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, these AIs and these people, they putting this crazy stuff together. This young baby right here, I don't know if y'all know who this beautiful child is. Hey, Cynical One, I see you in the building, girl. Out here on a Sunday night, rocking on these YouTube streets, grown folks content. Appreciate you for pulling up. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep. Like I said, favorite YouTube content creator. That's a cold-blooded fact. 050 China Brim, Harlem Legend, Jai's TV. You know the squad. Cola James. Everybody that's around to get down, you dig? Dog Soldier. You know, I'm trying to get my nigga FTC. Shout out to FTC, Big Nigel in the build. I'm trying to get him to get his shit popping off. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, that's a fact, Holly. That's Chrisean Rock. That's Chrisean Rock and rapper Blueface Baby. That's Chrisean Rock and rapper Blueface's baby. This is her when she was pregnant. Before she had the baby. And then this is her again with the baby. People always looked at their child and they wanted to know, why does the child seem like there's something wrong with the child, some type of deformation pertaining to the child's head? Everybody always asks that question. Do y'all understand? I found out today why he has them features like that. Well, a sister of Chrisean Rock, she says she's tired. She was the one that's always been actually playing the mother role to her nephew. That's a cold-blooded fact, Holly. That's a cold-blooded fact. He's blind. The sister is very upset, and I think she's trying to fight for full custody because Miss Chrisean Rock has a certain rock style lifestyle. Rock, you know, rock and roll, you know, ha, 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 he, partying, drinking, parties and bullshit. But check this out. Do y'all know why this little boy is blind? Did y'all hear why the little boy is blind? And this is why the aunt is literally furious and she wants full custody of this child. Did you hear why the little boy is blind? Holly, talk to me. Tell me why he blind, girl. Keisha hit it right on the head. Well, let's get a little deeper into it. That's not why he has chlamydia. I mean, that's not why he's blind. Grateful for Life said alcohol. Nah, she hit it right. Keisha hit it right on the number. She had chlamydia. But see, check this out. This is what I didn't know. I found this out all today, I'm telling you, because the sister is so outraged. She said, because in the sister's point of view or opinion, Miss Chrisean Rock does not want to be a mother. She's not fit to be a mother. She says she's waking up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She's still continuously on these drugs. She's still following this lifestyle as a rock star. She's acting like she's a movie star now because she's on the Housewives and the Baddies and all that, you know. So they said she's more interested in being a superstar than she is a mother. And that's a cold-blooded fact. See, that's the cold-blooded fact. That's why this child has this deformity and is blind. Because when she was pregnant with this child and was about to give birth to this child, she had chlamydia. She had an STD. The doctors told her, if you really want to know why this little man, shout out to this little man, is a deformity, is because she was suffering from a sin called the 7 deadly sins. One of them is called vanity, to be vain. Hey, Miss Tanja, I see you in the building. Miss Tanja, I don't know if you just seen what Keith said, but it's true that the young man is blind. It's true that the young man is blind and he has some complications. But because she did not want a C-section, now pay attention to this. She didn't want a C-section. She told her sister because it would leave a nasty scar on her body. The doctors told her, since you have a sexually transmitted disease, there is a high chance that this child will be affected physically for his or her rest of her life. She said, I don't care. She said, I don't care. She said, I don't care. Look at her. You can look at her face and she's telling you the truth. She don't care. She said she was worried about what the scar would do to her, if the scar would disfigure her. Check this out. The scar would be under her belly, over her vagina. How many people does she plan on showing her vagina? Why was she worried about how a scar would look? Her man, maybe her doctor, that's the only people that would know what she would look like. That's a fact. Tanya said, yes, transmitted through vaginal delivery. See, that box was fucked up. She had that nasty man's disease. You heard about it on The Color Purple. She had that niggity biggity, that jing, 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 that cha-ching. And she also practiced vanity. Vanity, or the reality of your child having an STD, that wasn't his fault. That's wild. And he would have never, ever been blind either, Cynical One. He wouldn't even have been blind. He'd have been a normal little boy. But look at her. Look at that little boy. Beautiful child. Look at her. Beautiful child. Chrisean Rock, he in jail. Blueface, he in jail. He in jail. They said he in jail. He not even taking baths. He don't even want to take showers. You can look at her picture right there. She tells you she don't care. There's an infamous freestyle where Blueface is sitting right next to her and said that he repeatedly cheated on her. She was sitting right there. He was drunk out of his mind, maybe rocking and rolling. You know how they be doing with them pills and all that. Harley said, hold up, she don't get checked? Think about that. So if she was pregnant, the only person that we would expect her to be dealing with sexually is this man right here, Blueface. So we're not going to put that on her. We might have to sway that towards him. But then again, who can we blame in this situation? Because he came out numerous times and said he was cheating on her. He said it numerous times. Like I said, they was on a Sway show, and he said it right in front of her. He made up a rhyme where he said he was cheating on her, cheated on her the night prior to that, and was going to cheat on her again tonight. Cynical One said, I bet his hygiene was effed up prior to going to jail. Yeah, he had that motherfucking Bob Marley. They both messy. They both nasty. See, that's the part right there. I was going to say, yo, check this out. Because, back in the days, check this out. Y'all remember it. Back in the days, if a dude got burnt, the first thing he say is, she burned me. The first thing he said is, she burned me. Niggas want to walk around and say, she burned me. But what if the nigga burned her? Ain't that some shit? But see, with this couple right here, I can't say that she was faithful. I mean, she was chilling. And she wasn't fucking with nobody on him because her lifestyle is promiscuous. She's into boys and girls. And the things I'm seeing her do on TV right now, I don't know. And she always said that she would get him back. And him, if he's sitting up there, 1, 2, Freddie, I see you, sis. How you doing tonight? You all right? If he's sitting there telling you in your face, yo, I cheated on you last night, gonna cheat on you tonight. Don't care nothing about you. You can go ahead with your missing tooth. They are equally yoked. And that is fucked up. Rest in peace to my nigga Yak, yo. You just made me think about Yak when I said yoke. I was getting ready to say we are equally Yak. Rest in peace to Yak, man. Chicago finest. Yay, yay. Them two fucked up. They two fucked up peas in a pod. And a fucked up pod. That's a fact. That's a fact. But all this time, it was a mystery and it was kept secret. Everybody in the industry, shit, me, you, everybody in here that saw this little baby said, why is this child looking like that? Beautiful child, though. Hold up. I'm not talking about that baby. I'm just trying to tell you, all of us can say that that baby had a look of some interest, that we wanted to understand why did he look like that. Look at him now. Look at the little cutie, man. Little cutie, you dig what I'm saying? But because she wanted to worry about her body. She wanted to worry about her body. You understand what I'm saying to you? She said she didn't want no scar. She didn't want nobody. She said it might ruin her. And she took the risk of her child being blind. She took the risk of her child being blind and whatever else came through with that. Beautiful little baby. Beautiful little baby. I'm not going to front. But disgusting parents. Disgusting parents. Disgusting parents. Was any of y'all in here when I told y'all that this wasn't going to work? Was any of y'all in here when I told y'all, that's a fact, 1, 2, Freddie, he is a cutie. And it's fucked up he had to go through that. Was any of y'all in here when I told you, that's a fact, Clinical One? She said, her not having a C-section scar was more important than the possibility of her son being blind. That alone tells me all I need to know about her. That's a fact. That's a fact. Holly said I was here. Holly said I was here. I told y'all it wasn't going to work out. Let me tell you something. I was just talking to Keisha about this the other night. Papoose is from Bainbridge and Howard. Anybody knows anything about Bainbridge and Howard? Very, very, very dangerous neighborhood. Very, 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 very dangerous neighborhood. His father is South African. His mother is American. East New York. I see you, girl. Hey, Brownie. Great evening to y'all sisters pulling up tonight for this grown folks content. Y'all came in, y'all had to go back to it because we was talking about this right here. You're going to have to go back and get the replay. We was talking about little Christian Jr. We was talking about the toxic parents that created this little cute child. And I also broke down how the sister is saying she wants full custody of this child because her sister wants to be a superstar instead of a mother. And then the sister dropped the bombshell. She said the reason why this young man is blind and going through health problems the way he is because if you check it out, Chrisean decided that she did not want to have a C-section because she was suffering from an STD called chlamydia. So check this out. The doctors told her, yo, check this out. You know you got that fucked up box. Excuse my language, ladies. It's Sunday night. The doctor told her, you know you got that boo-boo. You got that Suge Avery. You got that nasty man disease. The doctor told her that. You got that Suge Avery. And you know what she said? I don't care. She said, I'm not going to destroy my body. And the doctor forewarned her. Yo, check this out. If you do not have a C-section because you are recovering from chlamydia, there's a chance that this child is going to be blind and had health issues. But because of her vanity, she said, I don't give a fuck about that shit. That's a fact. She said, and the disease is also curable. See, she didn't care. She didn't care. But then again, we don't know if she got burned by this gentleman or she got burned by another gentleman or this gentleman got burned by her or he got burned by another gentleman because both of them is disgusting. But after this little brief message I'm going to give you, we're going to break down what's going on with Miss Claressa Shields and Papoose. And I'm going to break down why, quote unquote, from day one, I knew this shit would never work. Remember, y'all heard it first. Hit that like button.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. Wanna cross one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside, I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates, you think you slide through. I help build my niggas, this ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means, I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas, I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from, what y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Miss Brownie Elise said the fact that she went her whole pregnancy untreated is insane. See, this is a fact right here. We don't know if she went her whole pregnancy untreated or if she contracted that while she was pregnant. Hold up. Oh, y'all act like, hold up. Y'all ain't from the hood? I'm the only person that knew a pregnant young girl when I was growing up that was burning niggas or supposedly got burned. I'm the only one. I'll give y'all a second. Let's not get bashful. Y'all have never heard of a pregnant young girl burning? Let's be real, y'all. Everybody in here over 40, late 30s. Let's be real. If you heard of that or saw that, let me see some dice. Let me see some dice cubes, y'all. If you heard about a couple when you was younger and the girl was pregnant, she was like, this nigga out here fucking all these bitches. He done gave me something. The clinic was right on Prospect and Troy. That's a cold-blooded fact. Right around the corner. That's a fact. We don't know if she was pregnant and contracted that because that would be crazy. Check this out, y'all. To have chlamydia for 36 weeks. Cynical says, more like over the age of 25. I done doubled that plus 3. Can you dig it? God is good. Hallelujah. Cynical one said, yeah, I done heard about that too, Dice. But let me explain something to you. This whole situation, it's the same situation like when I was talking to Keish about how a dude in the neighborhood, right, could wind up messing with the woman that has the most promiscuous or nasty reputation. But check this out. The reason why that dude, from a man point of view, the reason why Pap can't leave Remy, because he don't feel as though he deserves more than Remy. Okay, let me break this down to my sisters. Okay, if you got a dude in the hood that was standing on the corner getting money, Club Fortune, I see you in the building. Salute. If you see a dude per se, say myself, standing on the corner in my 20s, evolved to my 30s, and now I'm 53 years old, and I'm still standing on that corner, taking them same risks that I was taking when I was a young man. Trust me, I have never mentally evolved. I have never mentally evolved. A woman could pull up on the corner one day and just say that she feels as though I'm handsome. She could be driving a luxurious car. She could be a physician, a veterinarian, a teacher. She could run a bank or something like that. But because of the mindset of a lot of men that grew up in the neighborhood, all the bullshit we went through, first of all, I'm one of the ones that can say this, and I'm so blessed. My mother loved me. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all some real shit. Listen to what your brother telling you. My mother loved me. But when you love a man that his mother did not love him, he's never gonna love you. He don't know how to. You gotta teach him. You gotta teach him. You gotta go through a lot of bullshit, a lot of cheating, a lot of arguing. You might have to go through some violence. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. But if you really want to know if a nigga, let me tell you something, ladies. If you meet somebody or you interested in somebody, ask him this question. How you feel about your mother? If you want to know the cheat code, I just gave it to you. If you want to know the cheat code, I just gave it to you. Ask a man how he feels about his mother. And everything you'll know will come from that. See, I grew up with homeboys that was like, man, fuck that bitch. She out there smoking crack. She out there sucking dick. She out there selling pussy. She didn't even give a fuck about me and my little sisters and them. I grew up with people that had complexes and they had things on their shoulders because they never got chances to be children. They out there risking their life, going to Sparfit, selling crack, robbing people, maybe getting shot, et cetera, because their mother is addicted to something or their father is addicted to something. But as a child, we don't understand the power of addiction. We don't. It's embarrassing. I'm so thankful. I praise God every day. You dig what I'm saying? But fucking with them streets. When you selling drugs, it's gonna hit somebody you least expected. See, it didn't hit my mother, it didn't hit my grandmother, it didn't hit my grandfather, it hit my father. It hit my father. And that's why my father got caught up in a situation with a lady in the neighborhood. You dig what I'm saying? That was getting high just like him, that was drinking just like him. And unfortunately, both of these people were suffering from a depression and an addiction at the same time. So when you're going through depression and you're trying to coat that shit with an addiction, you fucked up. That's why Pap can't leave. That's why he can't leave her. That's why he can't leave her. See, everybody talking about Claressa was an angel. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. See, I done did some history on this shit. I told you it was some grimy shit going on. Number one, Claressa Shields, when she met Papoose, she was engaged. She was engaged. When Claressa Shields met Papoose, she was engaged. And guess who she was friends with? Can anybody tell me? Guess who she was friends with? Little man, I see you in the building. Salute. Guess who she was friends with? It's on subscribers mode, sis. You know that. I remember the day. I ain't got Down syndrome. I'm a little slow. I play a fuck up sometime. Yo, that's why I fuck with you. That's why I fuck with you, Club Fortune. I don't know you from nowhere, bruh. That's why I fuck with you. Guess who Claressa Shields was friends with? Do your own homework if you think I'm just talking. Do your own homework if you think I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about, Holly. And she was cool with Remy Ma. But check this out. This rabbit hole gets deep as a motherfucker. This gets deep as a motherfucker. This rabbit hole right here you might end up in China. Let me ask you something. What was Papoose so disgusted with Remy Ma for doing when he was upset on his live? Can anybody remember? What was he so upset with this woman about? I did a show on it. Come on, this should be easy. Nope, not Brownie. She's not friends with Brownie. Nope, that's not it. What was Pap so furious with Remy Ma about? I'm gonna put his face up so you can remember when he was screaming, when he was upset. What was he so upset about, y'all? I did a show on it. Why was he beefing? Okay, why did Papoose? Why was he so furious with Remy Ma? It wasn't about Easy to Block Captain. It wasn't about Easy to Block Captain. It wasn't because she was fucking some nigga. He been found out about that. That's a fact, East New York, because Remy Ma was fucking abroad. She brought that chick to her to sleep in their bed with her daughter because Remy Ma is into women, allegedly. This was proven years ago by Nicki Minaj. But check this out. Guess who else? Guess who else? Let me tell you something. The only thing he was really talking about, the only thing he could talk about is, yo, check this out. I let that girl come to the house. She came to the crib. First of all, that's when I said he made Brooklyn look bad. I'm gonna keep it official with you. I don't know where Pap. I don't know. I'm from Utica Avenue. You heard me? And I respect the fact, quote unquote, that you might have a home girl, or you might got a friend or a college friend or something like that that you grew up with. But that's what the guest room is for. And you dig? She sleep in the guest room by herself. You don't go sleep in the guest room with her. I don't give you. This dude said, quote unquote, I don't care that she was in it. I had the bed to myself. I had the room to myself. Disgusting, Pat. You broke my heart when you said that shit. When you said you did not care that your woman was going to sleep in another room with a woman that she known from being incarcerated with, you broke my heart. You broke my heart. But see, I bet y'all didn't know this one. Claressa Shields like women too. Claressa Shields likes women too. And why do you think her and her ex-fiance were always on the on and offs because she likes women also, allegedly. Because she likes women also, allegedly. Vibes, I see you in the building, boy. Salute. Annette, I see you, girl. But guess what Remy Ma did? Guess what she just did recently? She just said, even though her and Papoose just had a little fiery misunderstanding, she want her family back. She want her family back. East New York said we got to go back and ring it back on her. You dig? Because she was sleeping. So because she was taking her old woman nap, I got to rewind it back. But because I fuck with you, I will. I first went and told how I was so upset, how they still, whoever put this together, it made me so upset. It made me so upset. Fast forward, we went into Miss Lady right here, Miss Chrisean, you dig, and her beautiful son that she had with the rapper Blueface. But now, Chrisean's sister, yo, Joff, the top tiger, I see you in the building. Chrisean's sister is upset and she's furious that the fact that she says she doesn't want to be a mother. She wants to be a rock star. And then she just broke the bomb spell and just spread the news. She said, this ain't no allegations because I was in the doctor's office when my sister had the baby. I was her midwife. She said, the reason why my nephew is blind, y'all better become a member. You better become a member and stop playing. These are the advantages of being a member. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? These are the advantages of being a member because it's content. You dig? It's content. But the reason why this young baby came out like this is because she told the doctor, because the doctor told her, you have chlamydia. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Brownie. The baby is blind. See, through vaginal infection, if you have a baby, that's the consequences. That's some of the things that could possibly happen. They told this woman, they said, yo, we advise that you have a C-section. We advise that you have a C-section. And she said some of the most vainest shit ever. Check this out. I ain't getting no C-section. I ain't getting no C-section. Appreciate you, club. Getting back on the team. I appreciate that. She says, yo, I don't care about that. I'm not going to mess my body up. I'm not going to mess my body up. So yes, for everybody that's sitting there going, is Dice bugging the fuck out? No, I'm not bugging out. Let's break it down. We all grown. She said she was going to risk the fact that her child would come out with a deformity because of her selfish acts. Ain't that something? And I ain't gonna front. This is a cute little kid, y'all. That's a cute little kid, man. But see, my mother always told me, she said, yo, there's billy goats and there's mothers. Don't let that go over your head, ladies. My mother said, it's billy goats and there's mothers. And I said, what do you mean by that? She said, see, a mother will take the time to nourish her child, teach her child, love her child, and protect her child. She said, but it's a bunch of billy goat bitches running around. Swear to God, she said it's a bunch of billy goat bitches. I said, what is a billy goat bitch? She said, when a goat has a calf. It's some deep shit. Pay attention. Sharon McLeod, real deep shit. She says, when a goat has a calf, when a goat has a calf, the minute that calf comes out the goat, that billy goat don't even see if that calf stand up. That billy goat don't even see if that calf is breathing. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yo, I'm gonna load everybody up. Brownie and everybody, I'm loading y'all up. I promise y'all when I end this live, make sure my sister, when you come back in here, Harley, your gun is in your hand. And do me a favor, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. Somebody drop Brownie link in the chat, ladies, like on some real shit. Like somebody drop them links in the chat for the people that's watching now. Angel, I ain't see you slide up in here, Chi-Town, girl. I ain't see you. I know you from Chicago. See, you smooth just like me. Anywhere that you got a White Castles, anywhere in this world that you live around the White Castles, you dangerous. I ain't even see her come in the crib like that. It's like she walked right in the door. Somebody let her in, ain't let me. Yo, that's dangerous. But it's all love. It's all love. That's a fact. Y'all go over there and fuck with the sis, man. At least she got something to say. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, I know people that's authentic. You know what I'm saying? She ain't faking. I done watched her for a long time before I even typed in the chat. Y'all know me. I'm a weirdo. Let me make sure these, I ain't gonna make sure. Nah, she got some real good game over there for the ladies, you know, on some real shit. Appreciate y'all for dropping that. She got real good game. But back to what I was saying. Papoose, being from Brooklyn. Remy Ma, being from the Bronx. Claressa Shields, being from Flint, Michigan. Let me tell y'all something about this story, man. Some people don't really appreciate love. This is grown folks' business I'm giving you. Some people really don't appreciate love. Now, it's a couple of reasons why people don't appreciate love. Some people don't appreciate love because they never experienced love. And then some people don't appreciate love because they don't value it. They don't value it. Pap was going through something with Remy Ma. He was heartbroken. Brooklyn shit, heartbroken. He supported his lady, whether he was doing his thing while she was in jail or not. Some people said he didn't. Some people said he does. We'll never know. There was allegations about a child coming up with him, but it came that to be, they dismissed that quickly. But check this out. You're supporting your lady. Allegedly, you're writing her music. You're going to battles with her. You're showing your face. At the time, you were a little more popular than her because she was incarcerated. But when she came home, you know, the attention gravitated to her. She went into battle rap. She introduced you to a man. You shook his hand. Come to find out that man that you shook his hand was dealing with your wife. He said he wasn't even really upset about that, but he had put hands and feet on that nigga about that. He said he had already seen the signs that she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't really trying to be with him like that because of the situation that went down when the young lady that she was incarcerated with came to their home. So I'm saying to myself, if you felt as though, oh man, rest in peace to the bro. Rest in peace to Harley's son. That's a fact. Damn, time just be flying. But inshallah, God don't make no mistakes. For real. But Pap, he feels as though all he needs is Remy Ma. First of all, Claressa is not an MC. I don't think y'all really understand this. Claressa Shields is not an MC. And Papoose is attracted to rap music. Papoose is attracted to rap music over anything, over his woman, maybe not over his children, but when it comes to that rap, that's who he's attracted to. And Remy Ma and him have a history, and they share a child. And they share a child. So this ain't really out of the flesh. I said it from when it first came on. Claressa Shields, I've never seen her so out and about. I've never seen her so out and about. I've never seen her in, even when she went to certain boxing events, you might see her sitting down in the cut on some classy shit. When she got around Pap, who knows? Even though she's a multi-millionaire, professional boxer, mixed martial arts champion, all type of champion, USA Olympic champion, she might have got a little starstruck. I think she got a little starstruck. And then when she started going certain places, you know, Pap and her going out of town, the dude that she was engaged to, they wasn't doing all them Instagram posts and going live together and all that. So Pap put a different smile on her face, but it seemed like Pap was putting a smile on her face, but his smile was never recovered. He seriously is in love with Remy Ma. It's simple and plain. Word up. Get them likes up, y'all. And Remy Ma, you notice how she just got rid of Easy to Block Captain? They got allegations now that allegedly she's dealing with the rapper from Brooklyn, Mano. Allegedly. But don't you understand? She's also attracted to rappers. She's also attracted to rappers. I think Claressa Shields got way over her head as far as being in the public light. I think she should have stayed in the gym like she used to because that's her profession, boxing. You understand? I still say she looked like Joe Frazier. I'm not saying it to make a joke. I'm not saying it because I'm saying she looks like a man. I'm saying that her facial structure reminds me of Joe Frazier. So I want somebody to look that up one day and tell me if they family or something like that. And Keith says she was the rebound. She was the rebound. I told y'all the way that Papoose and Remy Ma was talking to each other on the internet, they were still in love. They were still in love. That's a cold-blooded fact, Vibes. That's a cold-blooded fact. Allegedly, the rumor is they have been seen and spotted together everywhere. And allegedly, you know Mano, allegedly, I'm just saying allegedly, he does have a reputation of being around some of the more different entertaining women, R&B singers, rappers, etc., etc. That's a fact. And actually, Product TV, he did a little short on it. Shout out to OG Product TV, man. He did a little short on it, how a lot of the paparazzis is starting to wonder how come Remy Ma allegedly is going to events by herself, and then Mano is allegedly popping up to events by himself, and then they're being spotted together, enjoying each other's company. You understand? What up, sis? 7 in the building. Tell me something good, Hollywood. How you feeling? So you got to understand something. People put 2 and 2 together and get 55. That don't mean that him and Remy Ma is dealing. That just means him and Remy Ma have a rapport. Hazel Eyes, I see you in the building, sis. That don't mean that they are an item. That just means they're friends and they have good chemistry. But I told everybody, Papoose and Claressa Shields, nah, it just wasn't going to work. See, Papoose, you got to look at his face. You got to look at his face. See, this is something, that's why I got this picture. He smiles, but people don't look at his eyes. He smiles, but people don't look at his eyes. Pay attention to his eyes. Pay attention to the eyes in this picture. See, he smiles, but people don't pay attention to his eyes, man. They don't. They don't. It's something else on his mind. It's something else on his mind. And now, if Remy Ma is allegedly reporting that she still wants to try to work out. Oh, I seen Layla talking about her. I seen Layla talking about Claressa. But I'm not going to front. I'm not gonna say that Layla gonna knock Claressa out. I'm not gonna say Claressa gonna knock Layla out. But if either one of them females, either one of them professional boxers get into the ring with each other, if either one of them professional boxers get into the ring with each other and possibly get a striking opportunity to catch one of each other's on the chin or on the top of that temple, anybody can go down. Anybody can go down. Anybody. Holly say, yo, Dice, Claressa is real immature too. She 30. See, I didn't even know that. But I can tell from the way that she did certain skits where she tried to be a rapper, where she was going at Remy Ma, that she was petty. She was petty. Now, I think Ann Wolf and Claressa would be a fight that might attract more. See, when it comes to Layla Ali and Claressa, that's going to attract people. You know, Layla Ali, Muhammad Ali, daughter, rest in peace. You know, she got busy, Olympics, everything, la, 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 la. But now Claressa is following right in her footsteps. But see, Layla Ali, she's talking, but see, y'all fail to realize that woman ain't fought in a long time. She ain't fought in a long time, and that woman ain't got hit in a long time. See, now, if you do say that you're going to take this fight with Claressa Shields, now you got to get back in that ring. You got to start sparring again. Them chicks got to start punching you in your face again. Start punching you in your ribs again. Start punching you all up in your face, your body, and your shoulders and your arms again. See, pay attention. She got to go back through all that strenuous training to try to be what? Ready for a fight. Claressa's fighting, what, 2 fights a year? Think about it. That young girl is fighting 2 fights a year, and she hit hard. And she hit hard. Yo, Joff, let me tell you something. Somebody just asked me this question yesterday. I don't know who the fuck to believe, boy. I don't know who the fuck to believe, boy. Do I believe it's some over-exaggeration on both sides? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do believe it's some over-exaggeration. I'm really thinking, yo, this is what I'm starting to think. The new internet is the new hustle. This just my opinion. My opinion, y'all. The new internet is the hustle. This internet shit, this is the new hustle. These podcasts, this is the new hustle. But that ratting shit, see me, I'm gonna say it like I said it before on my other show. If Bimmy is a rat and Preem told that he was a rat, what is Preem? Okay, again, if Bimmy is a rat and Preem told that he was a rat, allegedly, what do that make Preem? What do that make him? I just know things was handled so much differently. I know things was handled so much differently when I was a little kid and when I became a young man. Things was different. You dig what I'm saying? Like, just my thoughts. This ain't nobody else's thoughts. This is my thoughts. If me and my man catch a body and my man tell on me he a rat, right? But if I tell the world my man a rat from jail, I'm a rat. I'm a rat. I'm a rat. That's why I'm glad I'm from Brooklyn. That's Queens politics, and I hope that shit get right, because I would feel so bad to know, you know what I'm saying, that Bimmy may have been involved. But shout out to Ziki Black, y'all. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds and Ziki Black. If y'all not subscribed to Doggy Diamonds, if you're not subscribed to Ziki Black, Feed the Wolves, you got to be crazy. Everybody drop their links. You dig what I'm saying? Zeke Black pulled out the paperwork saying that Preem knew who was on his motherfucking papers. So it's like, what the fuck is going on? Was just a plot to make people buy the documentary, because it was never said or nowhere known that this was allegations was about Benny. But if you buy this documentary, I'm gonna let you hear me say it. And they said he was snitching for 40 years. That means if he's 55 now, he started snitching at 15. Okay, one more. This the razzle dazzle right here. This the brown pancake right here. You dig? Extra butter. Now, if you knew the nigga was a rat for 40 years, why you just telling niggas now? See, it's so many motherfucking connections to a motherfucker talking. Pay attention. Like, if you knew he was a rat for 40 years, listen to me, y'all. Why did he never say it? If he knows that Bimmy is out here in the street, allegedly around people that's committing criminal activity. Now, you mean to tell me I'm locked up and I know a nigga from my block that's working with the feds, and I just hold that inside for 40 years? Talk to me for a minute. I just hold that in for 40 years. Now, what do I have to gain from holding that in for 40 years? What do I have to gain? And then what is my motive? I think different, y'all. Where is my honor? Where is my honor at? You mean to tell me I'm allow my mans, allegedly, that I know involved with criminal activity every day, be around somebody that I know that's working with the authorities? And I keep that to myself for 40 years? See, it's so many motherfucking questions, and there's so many theories that I have behind why someone would do that or why someone wouldn't do that, and I ain't fucking with it. You dig? You dig? I ain't fucking with it. I'm leaving it just like that. I don't know who the fuck to believe. I don't know who the fuck to believe. You got other OGs coming out right now from the Supreme team. Yo, Floyd, City Boy, I see you in the building. You got other members pulling up right now from the Supreme team, and they got deeper allegations that's supposedly pertaining to Bimmy and how he allegedly, when the detectives came in, said, who you got for us and who you giving us today. See, all this right here, let me tell you something. This all could be bullshit. Because I just don't understand why everybody kept, like if you a gangster, like this, maybe I was raised different. If you a gangster, you know a nigga a rat. How come y'all both held that in for 40 years? That's all I want to know. Why y'all held it in for 40 years? Don't that sound funny, y'all? And back to Layla Ali, like they said, she's 50 years old. She's 50 years old. She get in the ring with Claressa Shields, and Claressa Shields has been training. She's training every day. She get in the ring with her, something bad gonna happen. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna put my money on Claressa. If they get in that ring and they set it up, I'm gonna bet one of my family members or my friends, my cousins, somebody I know, because this gonna be a fight that everybody gonna watch. But I promise you, I'm gonna put my money on Claressa. And you know what? I put it on she might knock her the fuck out. I'm gonna say that too. I'm gonna say that too. You see what City Boy said? He said, yo, she too old. Claressa might kill her. See, y'all people fail to realize before I get out of here. Let me put y'all on to something. That's right. Hold on. Did she put that out? You see what she said? Become a member. Let me put y'all on to what's going on. You see Mike Tyson. Do you understand what happened with Mike Tyson when he came back for all his so-called exhibition fights? Seriously. Seriously. What is the record of Mike Tyson since he came back with his exhibition fights? Roy Jones Jr. That was the first one. Roy Jones Jr. And then he fought that boy, what's his name? Jake Paul. Who about to fight Floyd? Keith? Good night, sis. Mike came back. Hold on. Let me get this out of here. Mike came back to collect the drug fee. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She said Mike came back to collect the drug fee. But I know Mike got the shit beat out of him, too. Let's get to that. Every time Mike came back and tried to get in one of them exhibition fights, he got the shit beat out of him. The last one with Jake Paul or Paul Jake, whatever the white boy name is, the boy that hit hard. The last one is he didn't even want to do it to Mike. He just put his hands down and bowed to him like an OG. He was like, yo, you one of the greatest, man. That man would have kept hitting Mike. You know what would have happened to Mike? He all out of breath. He ain't dancing like he used to. I don't know what y'all saying. I'm going to be straight up. Mike ain't supposed to be in no ring no more. He's supposed to be chilling, selling that good buddy, selling out there in California. That good ear. He got a gummy bear ear. It's the replica of Evander Holyfield's ear. If you think I'm joking, look this shit up. He got a big ass gummy. He got gummies that are replicas of Evander Holyfield's ear when he bit it. He's selling THC. The nigga, that's what he need to be doing. Mike don't supposed to be in no ring. And as of Layla Ali, whatever y'all want to call her, I'm going to keep it funky with you. She shouldn't be in no ring neither. She shouldn't be in no ring neither. Because Claressa Shields, that's a fact. That's what he should be doing. Some grown shit like that. Smoking some bud and letting them pigeons fly like he into. That's a cold-blooded fact, Angel. Instead of getting in the ring, trying to prove a point to one of these young boys that's going to try to prove a point that they can beat you. I don't think Layla should get up in there with Claressa, man. If she do, it should be an exhibition fight. I don't think it should be a Mortal Kombat hand-to-hand boxing event. I think that it should be just because of Layla's 20-year difference in age. I think, just my opinion, I think that it should be an exhibition fight. 7 rounds, 6 rounds. I don't think it should be going 10 and 12 rounds. Nah, somebody gonna pass out. And somebody's gonna be Layla Ali. That rhymes. That's a fact, Vibe. She too old, bro. She's sitting there making all them threats and all that. And she's supposed to. She's a boxer. She's supposed to have that confidence in herself. She's supposed to be like, yo, this child wouldn't even be able to handle me in the ring, and I do X, Y, and Z. But see, that's what happened when Michael Jordan tried to play defense on Allen Iverson. Y'all remember that? Remember what happened then? You remember when Michael Jordan said, this young boy ain't nothing? And this is the wickedest part about this shit. It was in an all-star game. And then he put that boogeyman on him, had him scratching at the ground like he was looking for ants or something like that. Nah, I don't think that Layla should get up in there. I don't think she should get up in there as far as a real fight. No, I don't think so. I think it should be an exhibition fight. You know what I'm saying? 2-minute rounds or some shit like that. Like, nah, I don't even think, because like I said, she's gonna have to take too long to prepare. Number one, if she ain't been getting in the ring sparring with nobody, when she starts sparring with somebody, do you understand what type of bruises and pain she's gonna have to go through? So she's gonna have to go through enough training where all that is gonna turn into just straight up steel. Nah, Claressa, she different, man. That girl different, man. She different, man. She different. But like I said, I just came to give y'all some smooth content for the night. I know it's Sunday. Y'all got some things to do. Probably enjoy each other, eat some good food and all that. We still got our prayers out to Miss Mary Jones, this little girl, a 5-year-old little girl that went through the horrific thing at her cousin's house. Two of them, it's 8-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 10-year-old. The 9 and the 10-year-old have been charged with some real gruesome charges. So if y'all want to check it out, Mary Jones on YouTube, on Instagram, everybody talking about it. Papoose, I already knew what it was going to be. He in love. Him and Remy, they got too much going on. Too much history. And all this time, I wanted to know what happened to this little beautiful child. Like, I thought it was drugs. See, the first 3 letters of the word assume, my assumption was drugs. So that I made an ass of myself. The sister came out and said, nah, man, she had a STD, chlamydia. And instead of choosing the safety of her child, the doctor told her, it doesn't mean that your child is going to come out blind. It doesn't mean that your child is going to come out with any kind of health issues, but it does mean that he can. And she said, no, because I'm not trying to let my body get messed up like that. I'm not trying to get ruined or anything like that. Whew. Like I said, y'all know the rules. Every man for themselves. The roles have changed in this world. Peace. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?